Hey, loves, thanks for taking the time to have a great show with me on crOWN Chats. Hey, I want you to take the time to subscribe, save, hey, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. But remember, you are seen, you are heard, you are loved. And despite your imperfections, it makes it authentically you. So walk in that true authenticity, because baby, give them a show, because that's what they looking for. People know who you are, what you do, and all that jazz, and why you're my amazing brother, and they're not in the position of being the amazing brother like you are.
Okay. Well, I am Dominic Crane. I'm a licensed professional counselor
Yep.
and owner of a private practice, Focus Therapy.
Okay.
I don't know how I got promoted, and as far as brother status, because we met recently, but I definitely
We go to church together.
grateful and appreciative of the status
Yes.
and the connection for sure.
Amazing. So, real quick, it's called Focus Therapy.
Yes.
Break that. I love acronyms because I have the great perspective, and my acronym is get your goals, release your scars, evolve your mindset, arrange your dailies, and transform your perspective. Right?
Like it.
The great perspective. I think people that have acronyms and breakdown, I think it's like we get something from God. God tells us what to do because He don't explain a lot.
Not always.
He just give it to you. Hey, this is what it is, and get what it is, and he be like, okay. So you have an acronym with focus. Let's break it down.
Well, Focus Therapy stands for Focus on Creating Unique Sources of Enthusiastic Discipline, Determination, Drive, whatever you want that D to be. And it probably came to me maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
Like right before the pandemic.
Okay. Yeah. Mine happened around the pandemic too. So what did that transition do for you? Like why was that a big priority? Focus therapy.
Man, it's because I started my private practice in 2019.
Hold up, you a black man and you a therapist?
For sure, for sure.
Oh my God, yeah. Y'all know I already knew that.
Straight unicorn status.
Unicorns in the building.
It's not a lot of us out there. Definitely it's not. A needle in a haystack.
I'll be looking. That's why I gotta post all your stuff. I'm like, hey, this is a black man. That's a licensed therapist. Okay.
For sure. Man, my first private practice, the first name was Crane's Counseling.
Okay.
And you know, I had Focus Therapy well before I named it Crane's Counseling.
Okay.
But during the first couple of years, it just never really sat right with me. And so my guess and my determination is that God was like, hey, you trying to make this about you. And this ain't got nothing to do with you. And so he
be coming for you too.
He been coming. I'm just now listening.
He been getting on my nerves.
Straight up.
Oh God, I gotta put the headband on, put the hair back. Oh God.
It's bad. It wasn't sitting right. And so I'm like, man, I gotta do this the right way. And so just this year, actually, January is when I went ahead and renamed it, started a whole new LLC, and started calling it Focus Therapy. And that's when that transition occurred.
Okay, so are you taking any clients right now?
Always taking clients.
So how people that are tuned in, I mean, yes, we're in Houston, Texas, but trust and believe he can take them all, right? So can you do virtual? How can people get you?
So just go to my website, and if you're in the state of Texas or in the state of Florida, because I'm currently licensed.
Look in the camera and let them know too.
In the state of Texas and in the state of Florida, I'm licensed, and so if you're looking for therapy, definitely you can check out the website focustherapy.org, and you can get connected with me, and we can get you set up. Because I mean, it is virtual, it's in office, it's whatever you need it to be.
Okay, now there's people like me that are entrepreneurs, and we are full-time entrepreneurs. How can we get therapy? We don't got no insurance like that.
Dude, I work with everybody. And if the situation is presenting as it's too expensive to afford, we definitely can have a conversation, because I have sliding scale for certain people in certain demographics.
I appreciate that.
It's definitely something that we can make affordable.
Okay, so now I'm gonna ask the question: what's your story? Why are you doing this? People like ourselves, we do this not always for gain financially, but it's gain when connected to our Father, right? So why are you doing this?
Man, I am the oldest of four boys that was raised by a single mother.
Mm.
And not having connection with my father, it really had me out there lost for a large portion of my life. And so I went to college. My mom was books, books, books. So played sports, went to college on an academic scholarship, but I'd never had a plan. I chose a major that was easy because I felt it was easy in high school. And so first degree is in mathematics, which I found out real quick that wasn't easy, but I
That's
stuck
why I'm
with it.
like, mathematics, baby, please. I can count my money, but that's
Man,
it.
straight, it ain't nothing, boy. I wish I could have stuck with counting money, but they had me doing all kind of crazy stuff. But
Really?
graduated without a plan. Never really had that person to really guide me and give me that direction that I needed. And so I started working juvenile detention fresh out of college. And then, man, it really like broke my heart because seeing these same kids, it was like a revolving door. They'll go home, they'll go to placement. A couple months later, they right back in the system. And so I started really wanting to see how could I affect change in a different way.
Did y'all hear that? How can you affect change in a different way? That's what he woke up and said. It's so funny. We as individuals think so much of self. That was a very selfless act. I do this. Y'all know I'm an educator. Y'all know I'm a professor. I'm educating y'all. This is how you become a great when you become selfless. Proceed.
Facts. And it was definitely like that was the push because I needed that and when I was their age. I got into my trouble, but I still had enough sense and enough support from my mother to, okay, let me go down this direction to where I never just fully got caught up with the law. But I had to like affect change in a whole nother way. And so I relocated, had my first kid, got married, and my fraternity brothers started, bringing me in like, dog, if you really want to get to these kids and try to help these kids, come do this, do what I'm doing. And so he introduced me to the mental health field.
Okay.
Started off as a case manager, behavior health rehab specialist.
My mom was a case manager too.
Man, and that was my foot in the door. That was my foot in the door. And so I did that about 2011.
Okay.
And I've been in the field ever since 2011.
So you moved up from a case manager all to become a LPC therapist.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Had to go back to school 2013.
Okay.
Obtain my master's so I can obtain
Hey.
licensure.
Now, granted, he's married, so y'all over there, them ladies over there looking and stuff. My sister, his wife, will knock if you buck. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
Will do.
Hey, sis.
Shoot, man. Went back to school, graduated, and sought licensure shortly after. Graduated 2015, fully licensed by 2016, and it's been on and popping ever since.
That's so amazing. So you have took on clients from all ranges, or do you have, like, I know I don't know as therapists, like, are y'all have a specific, like, oh, we can have these, or I don't know how it works. Like the demographic that you work with.
Yeah, a lot of therapists do have their niche.
Okay.
And so like, I started off in rural Oklahoma, and so my niche was working with youth. That's where I started at, working with youth, preferably middle school to high school. But I did work with the younger kids as well.
Okay.
And so I kind of started there. As I moved to Texas, when we moved to Texas, my niche broadened because I started working with adults. It was my first time working with adults 5 years ago.
How's that been? Because I work with adults as a professor.
It was strange at first.
What was strange about it?
Because I hadn't done it. And it was just like, some of the issues I was dealing with, I'm like, these ain't nothing but children's issues magnified.
Wow.
That's all it was. It was magnified. And so
it is.
A lot of adults don't feel like their problem started at an earlier age.
It's crazy you say that because a lot of people ask me why did I want to teach adult learners rather than younger children. And I don't know, but just I've seen it looks like the kids are looked over.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. Not saying, now granted, I love working with the kids because that's what keeps me young and youthful and fun. I'm gonna be working with some foster kids And
sure.
that I love doing
Beautiful.
stuff like that, right? But when it comes to educating, the reason why I in my doctorates is doctorates of education, teaching, and learning with the emphasis in adult learning, is because in my dissertation I talk about how instructors or professors don't teach to adult learners preferable learning style. See, when I was younger, I was told I had a learning disability, but how can somebody that has a learning disability go all the way to a doctorate?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think sometimes when it comes to adult learners, they say, you're an adult, you should know.
Mm-hmm.
But can we be real? Life be lifing, trauma be traumaing. And sometimes when we've gone through a trauma, even in a childhood, a lot of stuff that we probably should have retained and learned and gained, we didn't.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
And I find that my niche market is with, you know, adult learners that were told what they not able to do. For the unseen, the unheard, like you ain't nothing. The unicorns, like you said, the misfits, the suicide squad, those type. I want to be the person that says, hey,
come on over here.
Come here.
Yep.
Cause I get it. That was me.
Yeah.
And so whenever I see that in other people, that's my heart. You know, I want to help. So it makes me happy to hear that you as a therapist have a niche that said, I want to help you.
Yeah, straight up.
That's why I'd be like, what's your story? Like, why you want to help people? Because that's my story, you know? And I think his story, her story, we all have a story that helps us elevate each other.
Yep.
You know, so much in the community, it's talked of like, you know, do you and you can help everybody else or whatever. But I really feel this way. And we had a conversation earlier about this. I really feel this way. You know, Jesus was bad all by himself.
Straight up.
He was a gangster. Okay. I think he was like Tupac. Okay.
A little bit better.
But better. Okay. And I feel that he was equipped to be able to do everything he needed to do. But he only had so much time. Yeah. Because he knew what was going to be happening.
He was on assignment for sure.
And so I think that's where he collected the disciples. You know, everybody got their own squad. He had the disciples. That's what he called them. I'm trying to put a great squad together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's some of the greats, okay? That we all got our goals, released our scars, evolved our mindset, we arranged our days, and we transformed our perspective. That's the squad I want. Yeah. People want to have different organizations. I'm not in an organization. I know you are, but that's what I want. Because I'm like, let's all empower each other. Let's all lift each other through transforming our perspective. You might teach me some things that I don't know. I might teach you some things that you don't know. I tell my students all the time, in life, you have the student and the educator. It doesn't matter what our titles are. It's just being able to switch the crown and say, hey, real quick, you be the educator, I'll be the student. Okay, teach me.
Straight up.
And it's funny, you know, Courtney, she's a therapist too.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up? God be putting therapists around me because they know I can't afford them yet. So man. But I think this is one thing that just like Jesus had all these different people around him, and it was a reasoning behind it. Community is important. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to proceed as an adult. Yeah. You know? And so I think that is so important that we find our community, our squad, or whatever, and be able to bridge the gap in the perspective of things that we don't understand. See, like, I don't have to go get a LPC as long as I'm connected to a LPC. Yep. I don't have to own a car repair shop if I'm connected to somebody that has a car repair shop. I don't have to own a studio. Come on, somebody. If I'm connected to those that have a studio. And I think in life, it's been taught like, we got to do this. You got to do this by yourself. You got to do that by yourself. You got to do that. I'm following the same direction Jesus did. I'm a connect. That's why people ask, what is she? I'm the connector. I'm the connector. And I'm actually the one that's just right in the middle. I listen to your perspective. I listen to their perspective. I'm just like this. That's just what I am. And I realize being the yin, the yang, being the misfit, the whatever, that being that person. And what's crazy, I'm a middle child. So God placed me already in a position where I always had to do this. Like Thanksgiving, my siblings were getting on my nerves, and I cussed them all out.
It'd be like that.
I cussed them all out. I said, you mad because of this and that and the third, and you mad because of da 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 da. And what y'all need to do is just remember we all family and we all here for each other. Yeah. And my brother was like, you sure right. And my sister, well, people still got me. I don't really care. I'm about to go play with the kids. Y'all do y'all adult stuff. And that's where inner child Whitney is reliving and rebirthing right now. Yeah. That's why I got this box, y'all. Because what I realized is that I had to suppress a lot of who I was as a little girl to be the mediator for everybody. See, I was a therapist before I'm not even a therapist. You know what I'm saying? I've always been that person to just, hey guys, hey. And for me, I think going through breast cancer, I said, I'm about to take a break from this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to play with my toys. Okay. Y'all, this is my Barbie phone from when I was little. My daddy gave it back to me, so I'm all in Barbie today. Like, I'm going to start playing again. I'm going to, because I'm healing. Yep. I'm healing inner Whitney Rae. Because she didn't get to live. Yep. So if she wants to dress up and do all these weird things that throw people off, that's her business. This is my purse when I was little. This is my first purse.
Okay.
Isn't it cute? Look at it. My first purse. It was.
Is that an elephant?
Yeah, it's an elephant on it. And it's, look, holding on barely. Okay. My daddy, I love you, daddy. I love you. I'm a daddy's girl. You have a girl and she's a daddy's girl too.
Yes.
And so my daddy gave me back a lot of my stuff from that I had when I was little. This is one of them. This is my purse. It's, so much to me. Because when I was little, my dad be like, we're going to go grab your purse. See, my daddy, I've always been a queen. My daddy always said, he never said I was a princess. He always said, you're a queen. Queen wears her purse like this. Queen does this. A queen does this. Like, he would tell me, a queen. So that's funny whenever people was trying to holler and stuff. I'd be like, baby, you know what my daddy said I am? Honey, please. Yep. It's funny, he drew also a picture of one of his, and I'm hopefully I can get it soon, but he drew a picture with this when I was little. And it was a picture of my sister, me, and it was so crazy that he drew this in there. I said, Daddy, why'd you draw that in there? He said, because, as your status as your queen, that's, hey, baby, I got my coins here. Did I have any coins? No. Guess what I looked and saw in here? Some lip balm.
I hope that's not from when you was a kid.
I don't know.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Please don't use it.
I'm going to try it. Look, inner child Whitney is like, I want to try it. Not on the show now, girl.
Don't do that. We don't need that lip swelling up.
Right. So this is my purse. This was my cell phone when I was little. It has, the original Barbie. It says Barbie for girls. Ain't that crazy? It says for girls. Why they got to put that on there? It got a whole phone number. Let's see who's the caller.
We should watch videos with my sister.
See, she would say stuff like that, and I'd be like, I don't really want to watch. I don't want to watch no videos with my sister. Barbie, we can watch one, but not with her. Yeah. You know what's so funny? It got a number on here, 574-967. It don't have no area code. That's back in the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In use, no service, roam. And it got a mirror, y'all. This is hilarious. A little compact. Look how big it is. Look, the intent. And it had a little,
You just hit on two things for me, man.
What? What it do?
Nah, you hit on two things because you talked about what they labeled you as a youngster when they said you had a learning disability. But what your father did was gave you identity. And like this is what our father does if we really listen to him. Because if you listened and succumbed to that learning disability title, that label, who knows where you'd be? Who knows? You wouldn't be here doing this. But you attached yourself to a different identity.
I did.
And that's what we all have to do. We have to make sure we attach ourselves to the right identity. Yeah. I ain't supposed to be here. Single parent home, 4 boys. Man, the statistics are not in my favor.
That part.
Not in my favor. I don't even know who my father is.
Wow.
But because I know who my father is.
Come on, somebody.
Now I'm beginning to know who I am.
Yes.
And that's been the journey really these past 12 months. 12 to 14 months has been a journey back to spirituality.
Yep, me too.
You know, it's been hard. It's been so that's what
have you had to isolate a little bit?
I'm already a natural isolator.
Okay.
So
okay.
It's been different now. It's been more intentional. More intentional in my time apart from everybody. Because it used to be just like just going inside my own mind, beating myself up.
Yeah.
You know, always questioning why you doing this, why you doing that, blah, blah, blah. Never nothing positive.
Right.
But now it's, okay, you did this, but now what are we going to do? And shoot, now it's more prayer. It's more scripture. It's different.
Ain't that
it's more intentional.
Yeah, it's funny because I know we have the same pastor, Pastor Dallas Blacklock. Yeah. Thank you so much. God. We love you.
My God.
Okay. I appreciate him so much because he's also taught me that I need to isolate with God. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, well, what do I need to do? Focus on reading this part of the Bible. And this last part, that's why, I know you recently did baptizing, right?
Baptized, yeah.
Yeah. And so I want to talk about that because, I'm getting baptized this Sunday. Mm-hmm. But he taught me that it was okay to be alone, but I'm not alone whenever I'm isolating with God. Yeah. And I did it, and then I'm like, I got to come back. I got to be around people, and then I go crazy. Like, I'm just like, people don't understand me. And he's like, they're not going to understand you because you're getting something that other people don't get. And I know I tell you all the time, people don't like me. And you'd be like, I know, and you tell me this. Like, I know. And I'd be like, because this is the thing I'm going to tell you. And this is why I'm also very sensitive. Okay. Because ever since I had the label of learning disability and all these other labels that the mental health community has placed on me, not intentionally by my parents, but people have isolated me to be by myself or to be with other people because I'm different. Mm-hmm. So like when I was younger at church, I always sit by the elders because the elders always accepted all the weirdo kids and they just always accept. That's why I had the Golden Girls at church because no matter what, I got them. The people that were my age or even whatever, they just never understood me. They were always like, you're weird. Mm-hmm. So that's always been something for me. But having to do that in church, having to do that at school, and then having to be the mediator at home, who do I have? God.
That's it.
And so I've been like this my whole life. And people always are like, one of my friends was joking with me. They're like, Whitney, you a loner. I have come to peace with being that I am a loner. And I'm highly misunderstood, but I'm okay and I'm at peace. Because my scripture is John 15:5. I am the vine. You are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Yep. Without me, you are nothing. He didn't say I had to bear with everybody.
No, not at all.
He said I had to bear within him.
Yep.
Now, he did say this, and this is where I roll my eyes, that I have to do it with y'all. I have to do it with the community because I don't have all the parts to make the ship run. Mm-hmm. Everybody has you're a therapist. I do what that person does everybody has their lane of doing what they do. The sad part is we all have our lane, right? Mm-hmm. You got your lane, I got my lane, they got their lane, right? That person, say you in your lane, I'm in my lane. This person, they looking at you. I want to be in his lane. No. Focus. Mm-hmm. Stay in your lane. You and I, we in our lane. Hey, bro, yeah, it's good, yeah. I want to, because you scrolling. Mm-hmm. I want to be in his lane. I want to be a therapist. I want to be married. I want to have kids like him. I want to have a thing that says focus therapy. I want to be able to throw up because I'm in an organization. Mm-hmm. I want to be just like him. That's not fair.
Shoot, man. We all, most of us have heard of Nipsey Hussle. And he has a quote, I don't know if it's his, but I heard him say it. And he said, stay in your lane. He said, there's no traffic in your lane.
Come on.
He said, the only way you get to your destination is if you stay in your lane. If you try to get in somebody else's lane, you're going to crash.
And I think that's my mission right now. Mm-hmm. That's my mission because that's what God's put on my heart. Yeah. To tell everybody, hey, all of you, you're important. And all of you have intricate parts that God has put in you. You might think, oh, she has a show. I want to have a show. But guess what? You might be the person to do the administration for me to be the best me. But everybody needs to stay in their lane. Yep. And we will all benefit from the kingdom of God. But we so distracted. And all the different things. And it's like, I feel like this is what God keep doing to me. He keep coming in my lane because I'm staying in my lane. You in your lane. My people, it ain't many of us. But I be like, all right, y'all, let's stay in the lane. Everybody good? Y'all ate? Mm-hmm. Everybody went to the restroom? Okay. Y'all good? Sarah, what you doing? Girl, get in your lane. Oh, well, I saw him over there, and he's a therapist, and so I'm thinking I might go to therapy school. Girl, since when? We already got a therapist on the team. What is that? That's what God told you. Well, God told me that He just wants me to help administrate, the stuff, but I don't really want to do that. Mm-hmm. See, this is the thing. It ain't matter of what y'all want to do. It's what you need to be doing to be beneficial to the kingdom. I personally believe if we can get it straight here, when we transition there, what we're doing is what we're going to be doing in heaven. I do know I want my own show in heaven because I need to have a conversation with some of these people in the Bible. I promise you, I want to have one with Eve. Okay. I want to have one with Esther.
Okay. You getting on the women, so right.
Yeah, right. I want to talk to the women first. Because I mean, they did something to me because of what they did making their decision. I know it's her story, but it's going to be a full-on, I'm going to bring his stories on, but her stories, really, Eve? What's this fruit taste like? Can we get the fruit to come in and see what this fruit that Eve wanted so dearly to eat so badly that she told Adam, hey, come on, eat this fruit. Because we don't know what fruit it is.
I know what it tastes like. It's nasty. It's scary. It's revealing.
It must have not have been that scary.
Hey, once you taste it. The truth. What are people most scared of? The truth. Ooh. You will break somebody down with the truth. It's like you can build so many people up or a false sense of themselves with lies. When you tell somebody the truth, it's a breakdown.
That's so funny that you said that. I had a conversation today with one of my family members that we share blood, right? And literally, I sent them, because I'm getting baptized this Sunday, and I sent them the brochure or whatever, Because, again, my family has made it very known. Just because you on Instagram don't mean we looking at your Instagram. Okay, well, cool. Y'all don't look at my Instagram. Let me make sure I block it. Because I don't want y'all to be looking at what you don't look at. You shouldn't be worried of what you don't look at. And I'm gonna send you stuff directly because I want you to know, the old school way. So that's cool. I have no problem. So when I start proceeding, mirroring what you give back to me, can we talk, mirroring, and then your feelings get hurt. Why your feelings get hurt? Well, why'd you block me? Well, I requested to follow you. You used to, here we go with this Instagram stuff. Why, how do you know that I blocked you? You don't look at my Instagram. You don't look at my Instagram, right? Okay. So then you get mad about me blocking you, and then you proceed to say, I said, hey, you going to be able to attend or whatever? Well, they got something virtually. Now, every time I invite these family members to come or whatever, it's always, I got this, I can't do this, can't do that, can't do... So then I said, why? I had to talk to inner child Whitney. Why do you want them to come so bad? Because guess what? The people that God has placed in your life, they're the family. Stop trying to change them and what they can't do and meet them where they're at. Where they're at is this. They can't do it.
Yeah.
Now take that, sit with it. And know that just because they share the same blood, they're people.
Yep.
They have also gone through traumas.
Yep.
They have also gone through probably the same craziness that you went through with same family. And everybody deals with trauma differently, right? And so people proceed in families differently when they become adults.
Yep.
Despite the childhood. We could have been raised in the same house, slept in the same bed, whatever, and we both experienced two separate things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So today I have this call with a family member, and they're like hurt. And I said, I don't know why you're taking this so personal. Because this is business. And I am at peace with the fact that you might not support me the way I want to be supported. Because you don't ask me the questions of how I would like to be supported. Well, I did this and I did that and you did that.
Yep.
See, I need people to start taking more responsibility in what they do. I never asked you to do that. Thank you, I appreciate it. But that's you. See, and what I've seen is when you tell people, we talked about the truth, right? When you start saying the truth, they say truth will set you free. Free from people that don't want to be around you. Free from people that rather you fluff it. I tell people all the time, God don't fluff no messages that he sent to me. So I'm done fluffing messages. Find somebody else in their spiritual gift to do that. When I get what I get, that is direct. And that's why I don't think I'm supposed to talk to everybody.
No.
I think this is a season where I speak less and show action. So if I say blah, 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 and somebody say, oh, she's so da-da-da, I feel if your spiritual gift as a therapist is to kind of fluff it up to make them, I think that should be what you do. But what I received is what I received, and I'm not changing that.
Yeah.
And what I realized is I have battled myself. When I've received stuff from God that I'll be like, okay, Whitney trying to make it make sense to make them get it. I'm in a season of, this is what I got, I'm going to tell you, and I'm done, and I'm moving forward.
Yep.
I'm staying in my lane. I'm doing it, staying in my lane. I'm doing that, I'm staying in my lane. I'm doing this, I'm staying in my lane. I'm doing that, I'm staying in my lane. And I'm focused. I'm so focused. I got tunnel vision on what God has in store for me and what he has me to do because we ain't got time.
Yeah.
We ain't got time. Everybody's sitting here thinking, oh, tomorrow, it's only a day away. You don't know if it's a
With
day
the grace
or...
of God.
You don't know if when God come back, it's right now.
Yep.
You don't know if he going to do it at the beginning of the morning or he going to do it at night.
Yep.
But people just be living like just tomorrow's promise. And I think this is why I'm a survivor of suicide. That's why I think I'm a survivor of breast cancer. Because I think he had to show me in different parts. Tomorrow ain't promised. So are you going to take and live in the moment now? Or you going to keep thinking that you got tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I live every day like it's my last.
Yep.
I might be late to a few things, y'all. I'm sorry. But I'm more than likely doing something to feel me.
Yeah.
You know, like today, I wanted to take a very long shower and listen to some meditation music and like steam out my shower and put some eucalyptus and orange stuff and just...
That's it.
And it took a little bit longer than it needed to. Do I apologize for being late? Yeah, because I understand everybody has their time, but in my other life, which before breast cancer, you know, and prior to breast cancer, prior to suicide, I did everything to make everybody else happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to die being unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to die today, tomorrow, whenever, I'm going to be happy. Do I got, like this week, I've been selling stuff like crazy because I need a dryer. I need a dryer so bad, okay? And I've been selling stuff or whatever, and my friend's like, what are you crazy? I'm a full-time entrepreneur, okay? I just paid the mortgage.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I got a roof over the head for 30 days. Hallelujah. Okay? I'm good for 30 days with that. I got the bills paid. That's good. Now the dryer broke down. I've been going to the washateria. It's kind of hard to load up everything to go to the washateria, get it out. You know, I was on chemo for 5 years. And so I'm just now getting off. My skin's breaking out. My bones hurt immensely. It's like somebody took a hammer and just bang, 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 and said, hey, walk. So when sometimes people are like, what's going on with it? I'm like, it takes a minute for me to get up. It takes a minute for my body to move. It takes a lot. Like even us starting church at 9:30, it's hard.
Yeah.
I have to wake up at 4:30 to do a lot of different things to make sure that I can be in there at 9:30. People never know. Y'all never know. Y'all never know.
So we getting up at the same time, but I ain't got, man, I ain't got to deal with the slow motion, like, and just getting everything going, man. Shoot, it sound like where you at, like you really enjoying the present as a present because it's a gift.
You have to.
It ain't guaranteed.
You have to.
It ain't guaranteed.
And if you don't, who else will? And I've been around a lot of selfish people, and I'm grateful that God has placed me around them. You want to know why?
They taught you a little bit?
They have taught me a little bit.
It's okay to be selfish sometimes.
It is okay to be selfish. Like, I tell one of my best friends, I say, you are so selfish. He's like, I don't like it when you say that I'm selfish. I said, but you are. You literally only think about yourself. Like, one time, one of my friends was like, hey, I need this or whatever. And I said, I don't have no gas money. And you want me to give my last to you? And they were like, yes. And I was like, wow, I hope that I can get to that point to be that selfish.
Yeah.
That's so selfish. And I'm one of them people, if I'm really like your friend, I'm going to call you out. You know, like people be wondering why people get called what they get called. Like somebody was talking about the B word with somebody that did, and they called somebody the B word. And they said, Whitney, that doesn't offend you? I said, I don't go by that. So if they talking about that. If you talking about a dog, that's a dog. You talking about a cat, that's if you the B word, then you the B word.
Yeah.
What did I tell you what my dad called me?
queen.
A queen. So unless you say queen,
Yeah.
that's when I'm going to perk up my ears. But if you saying the B word, you talking to them.
Shoot,
Whoever them are.
I'm old school too. It ain't about what they call you. It's about what you answer to.
That part.
And back to what do you identify as?
And so that leads me to this. This is so good. This is so good. So y'all see this? I got to frame it. My daddy did this for me. My dad is an artist and so many other things. But one thing he is a great dad, a great father. And I told him I was going to do this. And it was so funny because I was like, yeah, I want to bring you on an interview. He was like, baby girl, we ain't doing that. And I was like, okay. So I had a conversation with my dad, so I'm going to tell y'all how it kind of went with this. So my dad drew this, and it says, just for you, BG. His nickname for me is Baby Girl, okay? And it has June 25th, 1987 at 10:06 p.m. That's whenever. So the first clip is my dad is calling his dad. Now, my people are from New Jersey, okay? My mom and dad are high school sweethearts. Yes. My daddy was chasing down my mama since 9th grade. And she played hard to get the whole time. I said, girl, you got to tell me these tricks, honey. Okay, so my dad calls, and they called. So sometimes you'll hear me call my dad Diddy.
Diddy.
And so it's Deddie. So he calls his dad. He said, hello, Diddy. I wanted you to be the first to know that we have a beautiful baby girl. She's 7 pounds and 15 and a half ounces and 19 3/4 in long. I said, Daddy, you really said all that? He said, I was putting this. I said, okay. So I don't know if he said it like that, but that's what he said that he said. But okay. So his dad, this is his dad now. He said, that's beautiful, son. How's Sonya? And what did you guys name her? Okay. So again, because your name means everything, right? Mm-hmm. So both of them, he said, both of them are fine and resting now. We named her Whitney Rae. And so this is now a picture. That's my mom, and that's me, and then my dad. Look at that big old phone. This is just
old school.
It's bigger than this one. Y'all remember that? It's funny. Hello.
Shoot, it was heavy too.
That show was. I used to play with it. That put my phone down. Mm-hmm. So then he says, that's a beautiful name. He says, what does it mean? Y'all, I'm telling you, ain't this crazy? This is what I come from. So he goes, the origin of Whitney is Old English, and the meaning is white island, like a star. Okay? And then the origin of Rae is Scandinavian, and the meaning is female deer or doe. He said Rae, R-A-E, is also a feminine form of Ray, R-A-Y. The ray that each of the lines in which light may seem to stream from my little star.
Star shining.
And so if y'all see it, he did the Whitney Rae. You see that? And it has stars on the side. So I've been seeing stars before I was even here. Mm-hmm. People be like, why she like stars? I love stars, moons, like the gap. Because I've always been a shooting star. I was made. I was named. You know, in the Bible, they have so many labels and names, and we talked about that, right? Mm-hmm. This label that he was strong. Both, and he put it, they did it together. They wanted it to be Whitney Rae. That's why whenever people be like, hey, it's Whitney Rae.
Put it all together.
It's Whitney Rae. Put some respect on my name because that's what my daddy gave me. Yeah. Y'all, my daddy did this, okay? It's respect. Just respect my daddy, okay? So then he goes, so this is my pop-off, and this is my daddy. He said, that's beautiful, son. I'm so proud of you. And Sonya, I know that Whitney Rae will be the star that you guys named her to be. And he says, thank you, sir. Whitney Rae will be our star.
That's what's up.
My dad was already putting the affirmation. Hey, she will be our star. I shared this with y'all as a part of me. and I share even with you because whenever people have always tried to put these labels on me of what I'm not, I had to go back to
gotta know who you are,
what I am.
Yep.
So I'm framing this. My dad drew it, and I know y'all like, why she got, because I've been going through life, okay? I didn't even appreciate a lot of stuff until now.
Yeah.
My daddy made this for me years ago. And guess what? He only made it for me out of all the three of us.
Yep. Oh.
So I feel very special. I said, Daddy, why you do it for me and not them? He's, we ain't gonna do all that. I said, but this is so valuable to me. And y'all know I said I'm gonna bring some stuff to add to my shelves. Courtney, she said she don't want her sister looking busted. She didn't like that I had a black wall. So I got some of the stuff that I'm gonna be adding. You wanna see some of the stuff I got? Look, sure. my Barney thing. So I got this Black Panther. It's by a black artist. What's his name? Rico Edwards. Artist _ Rico _ Edwards. So it's Black Panther.
That's nice.
Isn't it nice? So I kept it in that, and it's signed. I got to frame that. So you know there's layers to who I am. So there's Maybelline Slocum.
Maybelline what?
Okay, so remember I told you. Okay, remember I told you that I used to hang out with the church ladies,
all the old folks.
All the old folks,
the old saints.
So I have a very old soul, and I used to sit between Sister Hayes and Sister Jackson. Because they allowed me to be, and also they always had all the candy. So that's why I like
butterscotch.
Bro.
I already know. Butterscotch.
You remember that strawberry with the filling in it?
Yep.
Come on.
Joint, yep.
Next time we're going to have that on the show, okay? So literally had all these, the peppermint, remember the one that melt in your mouth?
Oh, yeah. I didn't like the soft ones.
I didn't either, because they would always pull them out their bras, and then...
A little sweaty, a little extra musty.
Here, baby, you want this?
Nah, I'm cool.
Okay. Were you a church kid?
Yeah, my grandmother had she actually started her church when I was in high school, but before then, like, we was always in church. She was an evangelist, so she would travel and preach, and just, man, when I tell you, we used to try to get out of church all the time, because my grandfather didn't go. At least early on in life, when my grandmother started her church, that's when he started going.
Got it.
And so, like, but hey, can we stay home with Papa? Can we stay?
Nope.
Get
on up in here.
Let's go. Like, but yeah, definitely I'm a church.
Okay, so I'm a church kid, and so when I was a church kid, again, I'm the special kid, right? So they like sit here and don't move and don't do this and da-da-da-da. So what stuff did I have?
You know, tambourine. Yep.
I'd be like, I want one of them. And they like, all right, we're going to give you a tambourine, but you got to be quiet. Now, this is not the tambourine that I had when I was little. It actually got broke. This is one I got on Amazon because I like it. You know, it's an upgrade. But I want the one that has, like, you know, the pad. Yeah, so I can. Yeah, I want to do all that. So, but... Old school Maybelline Slocum. That's Maybelline Slocum. I'll go in depth to her, but we don't want her to come because she want to come out. She'll be like, I'm gonna tell you how good God been. Yeah, she be wearing the hats and
kid
I'm gonna tell you how good God been. You be like, she the one that make the pastor's plate. And got everything to say.
Yeah.
We gonna have a church meeting, and we gonna talk about who made the slaw last week for the church picnic. It was nasty.
Yep.
Like she very blunt.
No filter.
Yeah, she very unfiltered because it's a mix of these characters that I sat next to on a day-to-day. Well, you know, because I was a church kid, so I was at church all the time. All the time.
Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
That part. Sure. What was they doing?
I was asleep, so yeah.
See, you would have been the one. I'd be like, when they serving us food, and you probably be like, I don't know, I'm going back to sleep. I'd be like,
Yeah, the pastor preaching was like NyQuil. I was good up until somebody opened that Bible up. As soon as they started reading, I'm out.
See, Maybelline is the one. You remember how at the old school church, I don't know about you, but whenever somebody did the reading for the word, Maybelline is the one that, these is the readings in the word of God. I'm going to read them. Today, Pastor, you want me to read that scripture? Okay. So, hold on. Let me get my glasses.
Take it all day.
And you be like, just read the...
You had it memorized. You could have just said it off top.
Look.
Shoot, man. Everybody ready? You got it?
And the like, why you put the glasses on if you having to move it down? But this is what...
I had to get it right here. They had to focus.
All right. So, the scripture in the reading is, and then, Lord, they take so long. You be like, what the heck?
That's when they got their reading frames from the grocery store. There wasn't no prescription. That's why they
had their grandbaby go down.
Get the ones over,
You know the ones with the, and I'm going to send you this money, and whatever change that you get back, you can get you some snacks. You get the change back. Ain't no change. Ain't no change in there at all. What is she talking about? I can't even get no gum.
My grandmother wasn't giving us no change. Now my grandfather, he kept like the coffee can full of change. So
did you go through it?
Hey, Papa, can we get some of them quarters out of there? He said, don't take all my quarters. We'd take, man,
you can't take the
$4 and bust down to the gas station, go get all the candy we can get with that little $4.
Man,
Penny
I'm telling
candy,
you,
nickel candy, all that stuff.
Yes, I want. You know what I want so bad? I want one. Remember the gumball machines where we put the coin in, and I want one of them so bad.
Man, they lose flavor so like.
But it was so good of a memory, wasn't it?
Yeah. Sure. The memory for me was walking by that bug all the time because my mom wasn't giving us no change.
I know. You couldn't find no change for nobody.
He ain't taking us to the store. If he go to the store, it's a surprise.
I think that's where I learned how to be a hustler.
Yeah.
Because like when you grow up, mind you, the only way we got fast food when you have other siblings, like if you got like straight A's or whatever, which again, I was a child with a learning disability, so I never got no straight A's. Thank God I have very understanding parents. My mom was a case manager, so she's like, if she did any effort, we're gonna give her. I remember one time I got B's and C's. I didn't get no D, I didn't fail, and I didn't get no A's. I think I got one A. I think it was like PE or something. Yeah. And she's like, we're gonna give you a Big Mac after church. Okay. I wanted a Big Mac so bad, and I got my Big Mac. Oh, I was so happy. Man. And back then, the Big Macs taste really good.
Nasty.
They nasty.
I was never a Big Mac guy. Give me the number 2.
But I like the box. Cheese. Remember it was in a brown box?
Yep, but you missed me with the lettuce back when I was a kid. You missed me with the onions. Then that mac sauce was nasty to me.
So you just want a plain burger? Did you want cheese on?
I want the number 2.
What was the number 2?
Cheeseburger meal.
See, that's how I know you got to. You must have got to get a lot of drive-through because I never got. I didn't even know what numbers they was.
I was a nerd as a kid, so I got the little bucket joints. I would get anything where they was giving out certificates. Like I got the reading joints, so the little personal pan pieces. I get the little gift cards from McDonald's. What? I'm killing all that.
Okay, so you would have been my friend when because you would have made sure I ate.
Hey, man, put that right there. Yeah, we're going to get these awards.
So how long was you like this? How'd you get on to this? Did you go to the book fair and they started giving out stuff?
No, they had the little AR reading stuff. And
I didn't like reading when I was little. I didn't like reading.
I didn't like reading, but I would read Goosebumps. And so I would read something that actually was entertaining somewhat. And I go take the little test, get the points, and then it's on and popping.
Oh, see, you would have been the friend that told me, look, I know you don't like reading, but this is, and I would be like, oh, I hate you. But okay, I'll do it.
Easy.
That's so cool. Okay, so I got some more toys. You want to see what I got?
What in the world is?
Okay,
that's gotta be some Ben 10 something.
This is new age stuff. Okay, but I like texture and feeling stuff.
Sensory kid. Yep.
See?
Yeah, definitely. I got some kids that come to my office that would have.
See, I might be one of your kids that you help.
is this?
It has bones and stuff in them. I think that I need to have these toy companies sponsor me because I like them.
Oh yeah, that's different right there.
Okay, so I got some more for you. Go and put it on here. Just put it on there. So this, again, sensory stuff. And you a therapist, so you can explain it more. What you said sensory. Help people understand.
I mean, you got some kids that just, if they're
Fidgety.
having an episode, they're having a moment, you give them something that can calm them down. Like certain textures, certain, like just different toys, different balls, just different things that just help calm them down, calm down their anxiety, and allow them to, be present.
Yep.
You got some kids that can fidget and be present.
So
but
that's,
if they don't have it, they're not.
Okay, I'm glad that you said that, because what I realized is I can listen to people more if I have something fidgety that I'm playing with.
Yeah.
But I did just get diagnosed as an adult with ADHD.
Yeah.
So these are my original toys from when I was little.
Trina and what's the girl, white girl?
Kim.
Yeah.
Okay, look, they transform.
It's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time. So you see how my godchildren love me to pieces.
Yeah.
Because we have a fun time. So yeah, I got my original Ninja Turtle. My godson was using it and it broke off.
Was that Donatello?
Is that who it is? Oh, you right. Because I got the D. Yep, purple.
Yep, that was my guy. Because he was the nerd.
And I liked him because he was a nerd too. But see, is it sad? I liked him because I'd be like, that's not my quality, so I'm going to be around. See, I've always learned that too. I know where I'm strong at and where I'm not strong at. I'm a partner with the person that's stronger in that. So it's crazy you say you're Donatello, because I always liked him because I was like, we're not alike, but I love his gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's another thing that a lot of people need to do better at, of like, that might not be your gift, but is beneficial in being able to help you to also get to what needs to get done.
Yeah.
Yeah, my godson, he broke that out. I'm going to have to find another one.
Man, I identify with all four of these dudes, though.
Okay, talk about it.
Shoot, man. Well, Donatello the most, just because, like I said, he was the nerd of the bunch. He was the techie guy. And so things just always came easy to me from a scholastic or academic standpoint. But I identify with Leonardo.
Were you straight A student?
Yes.
Man, I would be like,
I went to school on academic scholarship. Like, I've never paid for school. My master's, I was on academic scholarship.
Wow.
Whenever I go pursue this doctorate, I'm going to try to apply for some academic scholarships, because it's always been a blessing in that sense. Like, it's always kind of come easy for me with certain things. And so that's how I identify with him. Leonardo, I'm the oldest of four, so I was a natural leader. Okay. Had to make sure everybody was in line, everybody took care of their stuff. And even in school, like, a lot of times we get in groups and then people look at me like, okay, let me lead the group, let me do this and do that. Raphael, because I had a temper.
Not you, bro.
I have a temper. It's tame now.
Okay.
It's tame.
Y'all
now,
see how he's been able to speak his truth?
Yeah, I have a temper, and it's only a few people have seen that side of me, though. Because, I mean, when I'm
Is it the ones that love you the most?
The ones that are closest to me have seen that side, because we tend to take out
on those
emotions
people
and things on the people that are closest to us.
We
even
do.
If they have,
y'all, we got to do better. We need to stop doing that.
And shoot, Michelangelo, because I like the party. College life, I love.
Is he the pizza one?
He's the pizza guy.
I'm actually
I love to eat. I'm a foodie for sure.
I'm a foodie too.
That's why I got this belly now, man. It's
whatever.
Man, look.
Don't be talking about my brother like that.
I'm 250. For what though?
Okay, but
like, I'm 250 for what?
Okay, well, this is why we need communities, because who's a personal trainer so we can work out together?
Oh man, I've been locked in with my guy, man. I got my trainer from Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
And so shout out Bob Caddy.
Hey, Bob.
With the better program.
I'm his sister. I need help too.
I ain't been putting the fork down, coach, so don't get me. I've been working out. I just ain't put the fork down yet.
Don't come for him.
Yeah, he will.
That's good, though. You know, I have one of my friends who's also a coach, and she helps us. And it was funny because she was like, I'm going to come on your show, but, I'm going to talk about you and how you do wrong. I said, just come for me, because I need people to understand, like, in order for us to be better, we do have to have somebody come for us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's not nothing personal. It's nothing personal. It's the fact that we all in this business, kingdom business, and I want you to be the best you.
Yep.
And I would want you to be I would want you to want me to be the best me.
Yep.
And that requires you saying, so, like one of my friends smoked cigarettes. I said, so I guess you want me to stay alive from cancer, but you just want to kill yourself from lung cancer.
Facts.
Okay. And then you want me around you. Because if I didn't go through hell already with breast cancer, you want me to inhale it too. He was like, dang. I said, yeah, that's what it is. So I love them people that hold us accountable.
Yep, accountability.
It has to happen. Okay, we got 3 minutes left. You know what? I think we gonna do this. I'm gonna finish this the next one, but I do have one last thing that I want to show you that I do, and I don't know if this is big for you. I got this book, and it says you are doing a freaking great job.
That's dope. Some affirmations,
and it has a lot of affirmations. And I've been in a grieving and growing process. And because I'm going through a divorce, okay? It ain't a bad, it's just I'm going through it.
Yeah.
It's grieving from what was and growing in what is. Yep. But it's still a process.
For sure.
So I just want to read one of these so we can sign it off. But all find what they truly seek. All find. And so that'll be an affirmation that we close on tonight.
Okay. I like that.
You like that?
I'll find what they truly seek.
Yeah. So that's our show today, guys. Thank y'all so much. You want to let them know anything?
I said, man, Dominic Crane, LPC, Focus Therapy is the name of the organization. And, man, just whoever you are, whatever you're going through, you don't have to do it alone. Just know that there are people out there that are qualified to help you get through whatever situation you're facing. And so come out of that darkness into some light and get to where you want to be. Like she just said, they find what they truly seek. People find what they truly seek. So if you're seeking help, you're going to find it. You just got to seek it.
Come on. That's a good way to wrap it up. We love y'all and have a great day. Thanks for taking the time to have a great show with me on crOWN Chats. Hey, I want you to take the time to subscribe, save. Hey, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. But remember, you are seen, you are heard, you are loved. And despite your imperfections, it makes it authentically you. So walk in that true authenticity because, baby, give them a show because that's what they looking for.